Hi, everyone. Welcome to Down Syndrome 21st Perspectives. I'm Leigh Frillici. I'm here with my co-host, Ann Lewis.
Hello.
Monique is not here today, but we have a very special guest for you, Pat Prior Sorrells. She's from Camp for All, and this is a magnificent camp. And it's a great time to talk about it because we're heading into summer as well. Pat is the CEO and president. There are thousands of kids that come through this camp every year, and she is in charge of operations for the camp. So welcome, Pat. We're really happy that you're here, and we want to hear more about Camp for All.
Thank you. Well, thank you. Y'all are so sweet to have me today. Thank you very much.
Of course. Tell us about Camp for All and who you serve, what kind of kids go there. Tell us all about it.
Camp for All transforms the world for children and adults with challenging illnesses, disabilities, or special needs. And basically, we were designed from the ground up to be barrier-free, meaning that regardless of the challenge, they can come to camp. And we collaborate with more than 65 different nonprofits. Our partner is Texas Children's Hospital, the Westview School, the Epilepsy Foundation, two moms that got together that have children with cerebral palsy, and they started a camp. So it just varies by the size of the partner. So our partners bring the camp, they sign up the campers, they bring all the medical staff that's needed for that camp. They bring all the meds. If it's a renal camp, they roll in the dialysis machines and roll them out. They bring the in-cabin counselors, and they pay half the cost for each person to come to camp. Camp for All provides a truly barrier-free site. And when I say barrier-free, I mean it's our language, it's our facility, it's our activities. For instance, the sidewalks are concrete, all of them, and they're 8 feet wide. So two people in wheelchairs or with mobile issues two friends can roll side by side. And we have all the activities, regardless of the challenge they have. We can get anybody out of a wheelchair, up a zip line, up a climbing wall and down a zip line, and just flying free of the wheelchair. And it's if they don't want to do it, there's a slanted climbing wall. And if they don't want to do that, we can pull them up with our hydraulic lifts so they don't have to do the actual climb. But that's the way all of our activities are designed. There's multiple ways to do archery. There's multiple ways to ride horses even. And we have kids that who never thought that they'd ride a horse because we have special saddles. Even our horses are special.
Oh.
Our horses are unique to each camper because we have horses that meet the need of whatever camper is there by size or whatever.
That's phenomenal.
So our campers come to camp, and our partners get together with whatever camp is coming out to camp and say, what are your goals for the camp? What do you want your campers to achieve while they're at Camp for All? And then they design, what are the activities we're going to do to reach these goals? What are the nighttime activities? Are we going to, what are we going to do while we're at the campfire that can help us reach the goals for your kids? But I think what's most important is, yes, the campers have a lot of fun. I mean, a lot of fun. But through that fun, research has showed that they find hope. They grow in self-confidence while they're there, and being surrounded by others in the same situation, they realize they're not alone.
Right.
I love that. I love it. Is it a bunch of separate camps? How does it work? Or do you come together? Because I noticed on your calendar, like you'd have maybe 3 camps at a time with different, as you said, whether it was diabetes or renal. There's a bunch of. How does that all work?
We can have up to 3 different partners there at one time. And we have in the health center, which is right a part of the dining hall because we want to get them out of the hospital routine. It does not look like a hospital. And we can have 3 different camps there, and they are operating separately. Like it's interesting. There is some in the dining hall. They even can kind of have their own separate areas or be all together. So it depends on the camps.
Sure.
Yeah, it's amazing. And we serve adults. So we have most of our campers, 76% of our campers are children, but then we have adult camps as well. And it's so interesting to see the impact on those campers while they're there. But when you think about it, there are opportunities. Think of the parents that get that time off
Yeah.
while their kids are at camp. One example that I'll never forget, this young man came to camp for the first time. Mom and dad would not leave. And so our staff kind of was, it's getting him engaged in things and got mom and dad kind of engaged in something else
Yeah.
to get their attention away.
Right.
The mom and dad turned around and their child was doing karaoke, who was basically almost nonverbal, but he was going through it.
Amazing.
And they said he had, he has what he loved to do was to push the button on the doors to open the automatic doors. Okay, so we that was his reward if he went out and did the canoes or something like that. He got to come and push the button on the door. His whole life changed from that point. Mom and dad went home.
Oh, good.
Wow.
And they kept coming back to camp. And the mom and dad finally said to us that we saved their marriage by having that time for themselves.
When you say that,
So
Yeah.
beautiful thing.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
it's an amazing place. All around our dining hall and everything are pictures of campers and everything that have all kinds of challenges. It's an amazing experience for everybody. And we also have family camps. So where the families come, like my favorite example is a child that has lost a limb or something. Family camp comes and the child is up there. Dad's watching him do the zip line, and dad gets to go back to the office and go, "You should have seen Jake.
Yeah.
He came down on the zip line." So dad had something wonderful to brag about.
Oh, yeah.
But we also have family camps where the moms stay together, the dads stay together, and the kids stay together by age.
Yeah.
And what happens with the moms and dads is they share resources, and realizing they're not the only ones in this situation. And moms will get a makeover, and the kids are out there having a blast, and the dads are doing their thing. So it's helpful all the way around.
Wonderful.
Pat, what made you get involved with doing all this stuff? Do you have somebody with special needs in your life?
I have both of my sons did go to the parish school. One went all the way through, and my younger son went just 1 year. They are both doing fine now, but they had their learning differences. And I went to St. John's School. I thought that's where my kids would go to school, and that is not what the plan was, apparently.
Right.
So I don't know if you've heard the expression of y'all can associate with this, of you get on a plane to go to Paris, you've always really got to Paris.
No, it's a book called like Holland, something about Holland. Like you're on a flight to Italy.
Yes, you end up in Amsterdam, and you go,
and it's not a bad country. It just wasn't where you intended to go. So you got to get
right,
used
and
to this new.
you're going to find the
itinerary.
beauty of this country instead.
Do you have any advice to people in that situation? Like what you just said, like you have to find the beauty. So in your own walk, did you find anything that worked for you to accept and find the beauty in the new path that you were on?
Take a day at a time, believe in them, and get involved with wherever they're going to can go to school, or wherever they have any kind of resources to help them.
Right.
And never give up. And never. I mean, I am. Both my guys are doing well, married, and I have 4 grandsons, and We only have boys in this family for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
How
And
good. Good.
and it's just, you don't give up, and you do take a day at a time, and we have so many resources here in Houston. I mean, it is amazing. I don't think we have all the resources we need, like we were talking about at school for children
Yeah, but
with
I really think
syndrome
the Vincent
exclusively.
community is not served in Houston.
Yeah, and I think there's a resource for that, because this city is amazingly generous.
Right.
So I think we need to find a way to do that. I'm doing what I'm doing because my kids led me there. I was in advertising and marketing,
Mm-hmm.
and then my son went to the parish school, and I was on the parent auxiliary. And then the development director left, and they said, would I be willing to do that? Because I'd done it as a volunteer, and that's how it all started.
Yeah.
And here I am,
Yeah.
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 And just,
Years later.
To say what a rock star you are for a second, I
Oh.
love that the Houston Business Journal in 2019, I have it right here, called you one of the city's most admired CEOs, and then as a woman who means business in 2021. So I know you have awards for volunteering and all the work you've done. So it's quite amazing.
I'm blessed to do what I do, and I'm blessed to be in a city that really embraces those with special needs. So
speaking
a
of,
good example, though, of the kids that Tourette's syndrome is a challenge, and usually you're the only kiddo in the school with Tourette's. And kids, and I'm sure it's same thing with Down syndrome. The kids don't know how to approach you necessarily, and you don't know how to approach the kids. So that's a challenge too. There is a camp for kids with Tourette's.
Do you get a lot of kids at camp with Down syndrome?
Yes.
You do?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Do they come from everywhere, or just Texas, or do you have people flying in from other states?
Most of our campers come from Texas, but we do have campers coming from all over the country, and some internationally occasionally.
Yeah. So I was going to say,
camp that.
Go ahead. I was just going to ask you, do you have any stories of kids with Down syndrome who've been there, and something that might have changed within their experiences by being there, or for their parents or their family? I don't know.
Well, let me put it this way: they don't want to leave.
I love it.
Oh, I can imagine.
I love it.
I mean, they come in, they're repeat camp usually, and they come in, and this is their place.
Yeah.
This is their happy place, and they are in charge. They know what they want to do. This is they're not alone.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they're in the same. Everybody's got different levels of challenges, and it is. I can't tell you how totally happy those camps are.
Yeah.
I love it.
Those camps. It's just amazing, and I love it.
What age do you start?
Well, it depends on our partners dictate that. So when you ask me that question, I say 6 to 60.
Oh,
that makes sense.
Fritz could go next year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And do you run all year long? I thought I read
Yes.
it goes all year.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we start usually mid-January and go through the week after Thanksgiving. And in the summer, our camps are week-long camps. And the rest of the year, they're like Wednesday to Friday, and then Friday to Sunday. So during the rest of the year, Monday and Tuesday is the weekend for the camp staff, not the Houston staff, but the camp staff.
Got it.
So yeah, we're going and blowing. We can serve up to 9,000 annually. And we were there right before COVID, and we're coming back to that now.
Great. So for anyone who's interested for their child who may have special needs, or the adult in their life who has special needs, they go to your website, and then do they look for the camp that would be, in their arena of the needs that they have? Does that sound right?
You go to campforall.org, and then you go to find your camp. And you go in there, and then you put in what the challenge is, and all the camps that serve that challenge come up.
Oh, wonderful.
And we're also willing to work with people that want to start a camp.
Okay.
Oh.
So we have helped several camps start from scratch. A good example is sickle cell. The Houston Sickle Cell Association went out of business several years ago. Their last day of business was when their camp was at camp.
Oh.
And so we knew that population needed to be served, and we found the Sickle Cell Association in Austin. So they came out to camp, and we helped them start their camp. And they've been coming now for about 10 years, I think. And they serve Houston. I mean, they serve a greater community.
Sure.
So for somebody with Down syndrome, I would think, you can have Down syndrome as your thing, but you don't have another type of illness, or, you know what I mean? It's not really like what you're talking about, like sickle cell or, all the other, like kidney failure, that kind of stuff. So would a Down syndrome child or adult fit into all the different camps, or would there be one for just Down syndrome?
Well, like the Arc of Greater Houston would serve Down syndrome.
Okay.
And or Arc of Harris County, sorry, they changed their name. And then some of the schools that come out have children with Down syndrome. We don't have an exclusive Down syndrome camp, so if you want to start one, I'll help you.
Okay.
That would be great.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Our
We'd love to
co-host
do that.
Monique, who's not here today, has also volunteered at Camp for All. So she was very sad that she had to miss speaking with you today. But she's had
I
a
am
direct
too.
experience with it. So
Oh, yeah.
who knows? Maybe.
And so then we would just pick a week, and this would be the Down syndrome week at Camp for All. Is that how it works?
I mean, I'm serious. We
serious
would
too.
love,
Sounds-
we'd love to. We would
Yeah,
love
do
to
it.
do that.
And
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
So for anyone thinking of doing something like that, so the part of this path would be finding someone maybe in the medical center that could partner with parents who want to make it happen. Just say, we'll talk about Down syndrome because this is our main
Down.
focus here. But is that how that would go? Would we need an organization piece in order to make the camp happen, or does Camp for All kind of become that piece? How does that work?
A camp recently started 2 years ago. It's called Bumblebee, and it's for families with children with severe food allergies. It was started by 2 couples,
Interesting.
and so they raised the money. They started their own 501c3, their nonprofit, and they raised half the cost for the families to come, and then they the medical determination is determined by the partner. So if you don't need a doctor there,
Right.
then you can come to camp, and but you still have the medical care of your campers.
Right.
And if it's a family camp, mom and dad would have the medical care, obviously.
Right.
So yeah, these are all details we can work out.
All right.
So we have a medical facility, but if you don't need all that medical facility, then
You
Then
fit in
we
any
still-
week, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what
That's
I was
awesome.
trying to get at.
Yeah. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Is there anything
Yeah.
we missed, Pat? This is a wonderful camp. We've heard so many good things about it. I know. And the experiences, I've seen some of the videos, the kids on the horses and the ziplining, and
I know what
you could
I
just
would
see the
want
joy on their
to.
faces.
Everybody would want to hear more about the weekend and the things that happen during the winter months, because everybody kind of can visualize what happens at a summer camp. But for those that can't come to a summer camp or only want to do a weekend camp in the winter months, what do you do there? What if it's like cold and raining, and what do the kids do?
So let me first start with I told you about the impact of the kids, the hope, self-confidence,
Yeah.
and you realize you're not alone. We try and have items that they take home, like an arts and crafts item.
Yeah.
Or yes, you can go record your own song and take it home with you, and everybody thinks they are so talented.
Right.
It's hysterical. The impact of camp for a week in the summer is huge,
Right.
and it does impact these kids for the rest of the year. I can't tell you what a weekend does. The same thing. It is amazing. The same, 2 days at camp make a huge difference in the lives of our campers. Now, I'm going to give you my latest, most incredible example. The Joy School comes out, and they are a school for children with learning and different issues. This is their yearbook. They come out in the spring. Half of this book is dedicated to their experience at Camp for All. Half of their yearbook. I just got this. I took it out to camp to show all of our staff because they need to see the impact.
Yeah.
So yes, and this is just a couple of days. Those kids look forward to going to camp more than anything else that they do.
Yep. Love it.
One of our board members, 2 children go there. And so she shared the yearbook with me, and so I'm taking good care of it so I can get it.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Wow. Wonderful.
Yeah. So,
So
what are
yeah,
some of the things they'll
the
do?
impact on the week, just a weekend. We do have some day camps too, but just the weekend,
do in the winter? Like, I know they're not
So, like,
swimming. and-
karaoke.
Yeah.
everything but swimming.
Yeah. Crafts.
Okay.
Archery, riding horses. They can go canoeing if it's, if the weather's not too bad. If, like, for instance, we have campers that cannot go outside at all during the day because of their skin
Yeah.
conditions. Camp can continue in a building we call Star Place. So they can do all kinds of activities, including a challenge course,
Oh,
inside all day, and then they go outside at night and do activities outdoors.
oh, sweet.
Beautiful.
But you can do, if it's raining and cold, everything. Star Place, you can do everything in Star Place. I mean, activities like crazy. We do sports wheelchairs too. We do it for everybody because it creates understanding
Oh, yeah.
and it's fun. And if you're the only kiddo in a wheelchair, you rock. And nobody else has that upper body strength that you have. So you get all that respect from your fellow campers.
Right. Love it.
That's
So,
great.
yeah, it doesn't matter. Fun happens regardless of the weather or whatever, how many days you're there. It is just, it's amazing.
It's
Absolutely amazing.
amazing.
And what is like the living? Are they in bunk rooms with other fellow people, and then they have a counselor sleeping with them? I'm just thinking of like my own son, thinking like, what would that be like for you guys to have to put him to bed? Like, would he stay in the bed? Like, I don't know.
So our cabins are, they sleep 15. There are 3 bunk beds in the cabin, but we only allowed adults on the top bunk. We have a rule of 3s at Camp for All, so you have to have enough counselors in there with the kids for the rule of 3s. And then it's determined by the partner how many campers are in the cabin. I used to run Camp Periwinkle, and one year we had 4 girls that had not only cancer but multiple challenges, and so they were different ages. So we gave them each assigned each their own counselor, and they had a whole cabin to themselves because to take care of what their needs were. So our partners determined how many are in the cabins, but the barrier cabins are, again, barrier free. All of our showers are accessible. All of our toilets are accessible. Our showers are wide enough for a caregiver to help you take a shower. And this is all of our showers, all of our toilets, all of our doors. We don't have any stairs.
Amazing.
So
Yeah.
try and level the playing field for everyone.
Yes.
And then what about the counselors? Do you ever need counselors, or what age group can be a counselor?
Our partners do need counselors, and you can go on our website under volunteer and you can see which week you're available and see what camp is there. They vary in ages to what they need in the cabins.
Sure.
In terms, some of them are 16 plus and some of them are 18 plus.
Yeah.
Great.
In terms of counselors. But my children were counselors, and individually they came home to me and said, "Mom, I just didn't get it before."
Yeah.
People you can't even, it is impactful on counselors and volunteers and everyone.
Yeah.
It really is. It changes everybody's lives.
Well, it's an amazing thing you're doing, and we're so glad you were here to tell us all about it, and we're going to share it with all of our listeners.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Pat Sorrell from Camp for All.
Thanks
Thank
a lot.
you. Thanks for joining Down
was so
Syndrome
nice to meet you.
21st Perspectives.
Bye.